Yours is not such a leap.
No.
From Michelle to Misha.
I know, but what it was, I'll tell you what, EastEnders,
Yeah.
For Miley, probably not knowing, is a soap here, big, long soap here. It's been going on for ages. And basically, the big character back then was Michelle Fowler, you know, and so I made it into Misha instead. Yeah, and
Just
it
a bit
sounded
different
cool.
to Michelle Fowler.
Well, Mish, everyone said Mish, so I thought put an A on it.
Yeah.
Misha.
It's
There
lovely.
you
Well,
go.
we know it's Misha, and it's wonderful to see you again and chat to you again. I love...
Misha, welcome. It's good to see you. You're back with a new album.
Yeah.
The first in a decade.
Crazy.
Where have you been? What have you been doing? What's so long?
This is the thing, isn't it? I've been on Radio 2 doing a series called Misha Meets. I've been on tour with Fame, the musical. I was starring in that. We toured the whole of Europe, ended up in the West End, and then I went off to do this documentary, The Gospel According to Misha, last year.
And it's an amazing documentary.
Thank
and it goes
you.
into the... I mean, we've talked about it before. It goes into...
It is, you name it, it was all happening. But people were like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of church. Yeah, but it was fun. There was a lot of food, there was a lot of Jesus, and there was a lot of music. It was great. I had a great time. No, it was fabulous. And so I was singing in church from the time I was like 8. You know, my grandmother heard me singing Rupert the Bear, and she was like, Misha, have a good voice. Well, she said, Michelle, have a good voice.
Michelle Fowler, you've got a good
Them
voice.
ones, exactly.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she was taking me all over the country singing in all the churches. That became a bit of a name for myself. And then I got discovered singing in church when I was 17. In Lewisham.
So, I mean, so this album, then, is probably a long time in the making. It was always going to happen at some point.
Well, I don't know, Alex. I'll be honest. Listen, my grandparents were trying to get me to do this for a very long time.
Really?
And
So
I
it's
know
taken this long?
It's this long. I was on the run because I left the church at
worth the
16
wait.
and
But
I
the
was
thing
like...
is, when you hear the single, which we love, we've played it a lot today, it's called Mama Said, and when you hear it, it's so brilliant and it sounds so natural. Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Mama said...
That song is. It's a brilliant song.
Thank you,
Amazing.
darling. Bless
Tell
you.
us what, but tell us also who that's about.
It's about that same woman, my grandmother, who discovered me singing and raised me, brought me up, really smart, and just the values, you know. I mean, they always wanted me to make a gospel album, and finally I'm doing it for them. So this whole album's dedicated to the two of them.
Oh, that's a great album. And you've got another treat for us on Christmas Day on Radio 2, as you mentioned before.
It's Christmas with Misha. Oh, my gosh, I'm taking you there with the church, baby. Let me tell you. You're going to be dancing. I'm playing some really good gospel music, all the stuff I grew up on.
So when is that on?
That's on Christmas Day.
Yeah, what time?
Radio 2. It'll be 6 in the morning till
6.
8.
Right,
And
OK.
While you're opening your
Crucially-
prezzies.
Are you coming back to EastEnders? Because I loved you in EastEnders.
I do want to... I mean, Ellie...
You up for it?
I...